What's going on, guys?
How does Jacob's skill set create? How might that create some different opportunities for your offense? What can you do with it?
Yeah, the thing I think about him is there are not many limitations to his game. He can go vertical. He can win man to man, and he's got the smarts and the savviness right to adjust in some of that stuff in the slot, some of those zone coverages, slip defenders, and different things like that. So, I think it's on us as a staff, to put him in as many different spots as he can to use those skill sets. And so, for him, he's just going out there playing, and wherever we line him up, he's done a great job of figuring out where he needs to be and how to run it.
He said he didn't care.
Between the ASU game to today, how would you describe Dorian's growth?
Dorian's growing every day. It's a constant process with him. When you come in as a walk-on true freshman, I know the expectations were high for him, but, in the outside world, it's like, there's not much expectations to that. So it went from a point where nobody really knew who he was, so the expectations weren't as high, to now he knows he has to deliver every single day. And so for him, it's just coming out and, having a positive mindset every rep, and focusing on right now. We're not playing a game right now. It's all in our technique. So how good can Dorian be at his technique, knowing the offense, knowing every single play, no MAs, and growing as a blocker is one thing I've talked to him about this summer that needs to get a lot better is the blocking. He's shown that so far in camp, which has been fun to see him accept that challenge and grow up, as a physical player, not just a great route runner. And so he's just out there every day just trying to get better, trying to figure everything out and establish himself as a leader on this offense. Emotional maturity is growing day by day. Growing day by day. Young kid, figuring everything out. And so he's doing a great job figuring out the mindset he needs to be out on the field. And as far as Jamari, Jamari's come out. Jamari's still got some conditioning to do. He's out here. I think he's right there in the indoor right now getting some extra conditioning to get his body in shape. But he's come in and competed. You know what I mean? He didn't come in. He's coming in with the mindset that he's ready to play. As a staff, we've got to be careful with how many reps he's getting and everything like that to make sure that his body stays healthy. But he's also got to get enough work where he's getting in condition.
What's been the biggest difference for you from training camp last year, new coaching staff in training camp this year? You guys seem to have more of an idea and of a plan of how you want to attack it.
Right. It's the old saying, like, there's a difference between knowing what to do and know how to do it. Now the coaching staff knows exactly what we want on each play. And so now we can really spend a lot of time with these guys knowing how to do it, right? How to read the coverages, how to have this technique. The players, for the most part, even though the group is fairly young, they know the whole offense. Now we can talk about why we do different stuff, why we like this concept versus cover 3 rather than cover 4. And so we're getting into more of the how and why.
Jacob said he didn't care how many touches he got in a given game, but you guys as a staff, that's kind of a goal.
Yeah, he's lying to you. He's lying to you. I'll just tell you that straight up. He wants the ball every play. And he's a competitor that way. So I'm glad he said that for the media, but he's lying to you. He wants the ball every play. And so, but as a staff, I think that's the fun part about coaching football is when you get the players that you have, now you can be more creative with what you do. You don't have to have, this guy just runs this route, this guy, because a lot of our guys now can do multiple things. And so that makes it fun for us as a staff. We can be a lot more creative. And I thought we did that today with some of our new install for Jacob and for some of our guys. And so, it's exciting to have a playmaker like him. He today, opened down the field, right? Our vertical pass game has to be better. And that's one of our goals as a staff is to have that vertical pass game be better. And I thought he did a great job of showing, the team that he can be that guy.
Can you talk about Rex Haynes and what makes the table a walk-on that's coming to this program?
Yeah, he brings a lot, you know what I mean? It was kind of a late thing, with us getting connected with him. But I'm glad we did because he's got great length. He's still learning how to control his body, being so tall. The best receivers that are tall have great feet. Right, because they can get in and out of breaks, even though they go from a long stride to a short stride breaking down. So he's got some maturity and some technique to work route running wise. But the ball skills, the size, and really the football IQ is going to be a lot of fun.
Can you tell us how two freshmen are doing, T-Mac and Kevin Green?
Yeah. So T-Mac's doing great. I thought as we get into, he's got to be better with some of our fade balls and stuff like that. That's a constant coaching point for us just because he's so dangerous at it. And the difference between, high school fade versus college football fade, is a lot more physical. And so he's starting to learn, how to use his physicality to his advantage. He's got great size. I think he's over 200 pounds. So he's got great size. So he needs to learn how to use that more. But as far as, playmaking on the field, I know the last 2 days he's really opened up and starting to show himself that way. And then, again, you're going to hear me every time you guys talk to me, you're going to hear me talk about football IQ. Like, that's the beauty of the guys that we've brought in is they're so damn smart. They're so dang smart, and T-Mac is able to do that. You can coach him one time on something, and he'll figure it out.
And what about Kevin?
As far as Kevin, Kevin is a straight up dog. Kevin is a straight up dog, and he's learning. I think he's got to take the game more serious. I think that's part of it. Whether it's nutrition, whether it's study hall, whether it's meetings, whatever the case may be, he's got to continue to mature. But as far as when we're out here on the field, I couldn't say enough about him. He catches the easy out route the other day, spins it upfield for 60 yards. So on the field, he's a great, great playmaker. He just got to continue to grow up.
That's our time. Great, thank you.
All right, fellas, appreciate you guys.